is our time.
Hi guys, I have just cleaned my bridle, so I thought I would come on really quickly to show you how to put a bridle back together, because it can be quite confusing as there are so many different pieces. So we're just going to do a really quick run through on how to put a simple snaffle bridle back together. Here is my bridle taken apart, so I'm going to run you through all the different pieces that we have here. So starting off here, we have the reins. We have my bit, we have the two cheek pieces that attach the bit to the bridle. We have the browband, the throat lash, the nose band, and the headpiece here. And this is just a really simple setup, so I'm going to talk you through how I'm going to put this back together. So I'm going to start with the headpiece. So the headpiece that I have is anatomical, and as you can see we have a little cutout here for the ears so that there's room for his ears to sit, and this is just for comfort, so we can use this as a bit of a guide as to what way the headpiece sits. So as his ears are going to sit here, we know that the brow band is going to sit here, so we're going to use that as a bit of a guide to start with. So next I'm going to put on the brow band, so here it is. And again, my brow band here is shaped, so as you can see it has a bit of a bend downwards, and I can also use the logos on the side to figure out which way round it goes, so I know that this is the correct way. So I'm going to grab my headpiece and the brow band, and I'm basically going to loop the straps through the brow band. I'll show you that now. So these all go through the loop on the end, and again on this side, and then you can see that it's starting to form the top of the bridle. So next I am going to grab the two cheek pieces, and this is what attaches the bit to the bridle. So there are two cheek pieces and they are the exact same, so it doesn't matter which one you grab first. And I'm going to grab one and I'm going to attach it to the bridle. So the cheek pieces sit on the middle strap here. So the outer strap is for the throat lash and the front strap is for the nose band. So I'm going to go ahead and attach one to the left hand side. And when you take your bridle apart, a really good top tip is to remember what holes you undo the buckles on, just so that you remember when you put the bridle back together that it's going to be on the correct setting for the shape and size of your pony's head. And as you can see, there are normally some marks, so that is a good indicator if you can't remember. But I remember my bridle being on the fourth hole down, so I'm going to go ahead and attach that there. And then tucking it into the keepers just gives it a really nice clean finish and no straps get in the way. So that's the first one done. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other one on the other side. And again, that is on hole 4. Push that through the keeper, like so. So it's starting to come together. As you can see, this folds inwards so that the bit is going to hang on there. So now that is attached, I'm going to go ahead and attach the nose band. So as you can see, my nose band has 2 attachment points, one on each side. But you do sometimes get a nose band with just one on the right hand side, and this is because it will go, there will be a gap just here on the headpiece, and it will come inside of the brow band there, through the hole, over the top, through the other hole that might be there, come down here, and it will just do up on the left hand side. Some bridles are totally different. It just depends on the brand and the make that you have. So I just have one that attaches to both sides. And again, when I took my bridle apart, I remembered what hole went on, and it was on hole 3 from the bottom, and that was on both sides as well. But as you can see, there is a bit of a mark there, but I did write down what hole each part of the bridle was on, so I'm going to go ahead and attach that now. Back through the keepers again. So you can see it is slowly starting to come together now. So next is the throat lash. So again, mine totally comes off on both sides. So I'm going to attach that. And as you want the buckles to all do up on the left hand side, I'm going to attach it to the right hand side of the bridle so that when I tack up my horse next, it will be done up on the left hand side. So here I go, and it goes to the back strap there. So always on the back. And again, I remember that it is on hole 3, and it goes. So there you see it is really starting to come together now. So next is putting the bit on the bridle, and it's really important that you get the bit the right way round because it'll be really uncomfortable for your pony if it's the wrong way round. So just really have a close look at your bit, and sometimes they have writing on which is a really helpful telltale sign as to what way round they go. But also you want to make sure that it's curving the right way because as you can see, it curves really nicely one way and not so nicely the other. So it's really important that it goes in your pony's mouth the correct way to keep them comfortable. So I can tell that if it was going in my pony's mouth, it would come this way. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that now. So I have just hung the bridle up, and this is a really helpful tip to put the bit on and making sure that it goes on the correct way. So I've just hung it up here to show you how I will put this on. So making sure that I get the bit the right way around, I'm going to pop it onto these cheek pieces here. So I'm going to do one side at a time. This one. And then coming around to this side, popping it on this side. So as you can see now, that is curving in the correct way. Take it off and show you. When this goes into my horse's mouth, it will be the correct way round. And pop that back up here. And as well, you make sure that your noseband is on the inside. So finally, I need to put the reins onto the bit rings and then we're all done. So you have 2 reins and they attach in the middle. So you want to have the buckle on the outside. So I'm just going to pop that up there, and I know that it's the correct way round. So I'm going to follow the rein down so it's nicely straight and that there is no twists in it till I get to the end. So some do up on the inside and some do up on the outside. So it just does depend on the type of rein that you have. Mine do up on the inside, so I'm going to loop it around the outside of the bit ring to the middle. And I'm just going to do that up. So it goes through the keeper, through the other keeper, and then you keep pushing until you meet the middle buckle, and you're just going to push that in there and then make sure it's nice and tight. So that's one. And then again, you can make sure that there's still no twists in it. Follow it round till you get to the other side. And then followed it round, keeping it nice and straight. Pick it through. And do that up again. Pop it through both keepers, and that's just goes on a lot nicer if you do it that way. You push it through, and the leather is really supple because it's been oiled. Really easy to move around. And there you have it. And that is my bridle put back together, so it's ready for me next time I ride. And taking it apart and giving it a good clean gives me a really good opportunity just to check that the stitching is all intact. So it helps to keep me and my pony safe. So make sure that you're giving it a really good look over to make sure that all the stitching is as it should be. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching.